A word problem you will encounter in section 1.8 involves Yolanda buying a car. She lives in a city that has a 10% tax and a $350 license fee. She's got a total of $8,270 to spend. We want to know what range can she look for her car for the price of her car. Now, what we'll need to do is to express the answer in interval notation at the very end. Let's think about how to solve this problem. First off, we know that cars aren't free. They're not going to pay you to take it, so the lowest it could be is 0, and it's not going to be 0. What she actually spends will fall somewhere between cars aren't free and the maximum amount that she has. So now to start working on getting our inequality to solve this problem, we know 0 is the lowest value it could be, and the price plus the tax will be actually what she spends. Whatever the price was, plus the tax is the total amount that she spends. How much she has, $8,270, that's not really what she's got because we've got to subtract that license fee off before we can do anything else. So if we take the $8,270 that she has and subtract the $350 license fee, that leaves her with a maximum of $7,920 that she can actually use. Now, in this next step, notice that I've assigned a variable. Instead of saying the price, I've used the letter P to represent the price. And the tax, it was 10% of the price. When you hear that word of as a mathematician, you know that that means multiply. And your calculator doesn't want to hear things in terms of a percent. It wants a decimal. 10% is the same as 0.1. So the price plus the tax is 0.1 of the price, 0.1 times P. Now in that middle section, this was a 1P, so if we take 1P plus 0.1P, we end up with 1.1P in the middle. Now as we solve this inequality, remember that anything you do to one part must be done to all three parts. To isolate the P in the middle, we'll be dividing by 1.1. Since I'm doing that in the middle, I have to do that on each of the wings as well. When you divide 0 by something, it's still 0. Here in the middle, we've just got P left, and if you type into your calculator 7,920 divided by 1.1 and press equals, you'll see that the result is 7,200. Now we were asked to express our answer in interval notation. Remember that when we've got less than or equal to, we'll use a bracket to represent that 0 is included as the low end. We go from the lowest thing to the largest thing, so 0 is our starting point. Let's put a comma. 7,200 is our maximum. And again, we want a bracket. Anytime we've got that equals, we'll use a bracket. So the keys to being able to do it, generating your inequality, knowing cars aren't free, that has to be less than what she spends, which is less than what she has. To figure out what she's spending, it's the price plus the tax. And the tax was 10% of the price.